Hi, I'm Old Sneelock. Welcome to another episode of Old Sneelock's Workshop. Well, I got a bunch of scrap iron out here that I'm going to get rid of. It's just cluttering up the space and I'm not going to be using it. I originally looked at these steel racks here as being a resource because I thought, well, okay, I can cut up the little pieces and weld them together and make things out of them. But then, over time, as I went along, I found that I had a much larger quantity of steel than I originally expected to be able to get. So now, I'm going to take this to the scrapyard and turn it into cash. Well, I came to Tractor Supply to buy a top link for my tractor. I've misplaced it. I don't know where it went. It cost me $52 to replace it. But while I was here, I said, oh yeah, they've got racks in the back, so I'll see if I can. And then I looked and I thought, no, I got no place to put them. I'm taking this stuff to the scrapyard because it's all the pieces I couldn't use. Now, some of that stuff would be stuff that I would take to the scrapyard anyways. So I could just take it and put it on the truck, and then I wouldn't have to handle it all those years when I come back to get it. I think I'll do that. But in the meantime, I came out here and I noticed this thing sitting in the parking lot. It's an earthquake log splitter. Now, I don't know a thing about earthquake log splitters other than this one has a broken weld. Yep. Defective, so it's scrapped. The weld right there is broken. This one needs to be welded. Well, guess who does welding? Me. So I can take this earthquake log splitter and patch that weld, and then it's got a little hydro motor on it, or hydraulic pump on it that runs the cylinder. It's got the controls. All that's wrong with it is it broke a weld. Somebody overloaded it and broke a weld. Or I don't think it even overloaded. I think something happened and it just wasn't strong enough. So, doesn't look to be abused. So this is going to the scrapyard with me, but it's coming home from the scrapyard too. Now I'm going to take and load up this stuff, have that in the back of the truck so that I can have a good load, and every little bit helps. And if the rest of it's not here when I get back, well, okay, somebody else got it. That lever pulled all the way back. That opens up the whole thing. Makes it so it wants to let it spin. And you can just slide it out. Close it back up, ready to go. Should close this door so bugs don't climb in. Okay, now I can take these racks out. end is a total, at this point, of 5 raised bed gardens. Have to attach cross braces to the legs and put a foot across the bottom of them so that they'll be secure, because right now they're kind of wobbly. But I can have the bed of the planter sitting with the extensions out there, which will hold the weight. Should hold the weight just fine. They have to be cut down about a foot because the ends are all buggered up. So it'll be 6 inches shorter on each end. Get him to stand up here. No, didn't want to stand on that one. That edge is a little wobbly. I'll just have to hold it up so you can see. That's going to make a nice raised bed garden. Be able to walk down both sides. 3 foot between the aisles. Plenty of room to get down through there. Now this barrel, that's going to be waste oil. At least at this point I think it is. We'll see. The label on the top says Empfanger, shipped to Ryan Trading Corporation, 1 Manhattanville Road Building, Suite 1, New York 1577. Grunwald strawberry juice concentrate, clear. So it is definitely waterproof. But I don't see a drain on it. I'm probably going to have to put a bulkhead fitting in it. The idea is to put a pump in the top so I can pour waste oil into here put a funnel in there, and then pour waste oil in it, and then pump it out as I need it. Either to burn or whatever. Oil things. Cost me $10. When I was at the scrapyard, the guy came up, pulled up next to me with 10 of those things in the back of a truck. Started dumping them out. I thought, he's going to sell those things now at the scrapyard. He's going to sell them for just a few dollars a piece. No, not even that much. I don't think that tank weighs much more than 10 pounds. Okay, here's the heaviest load I've had all day. Probably in a couple of weeks. No, more likely a couple of months. Phew! It is heavy, Freddie. Not exactly easy to move, but it does have one wheel on it still. Odd thing that happened. When I picked it up to put it in the truck, the wheel fell off. Yep, just dropped right off of it. I got the clip fell on the pavement. Now, I'm going to have to come up with a axle for this thing. We'll see just how I do that. Well, I got it home. You can see that the one axle is falling out of it. I don't know where it went to. I do have the wheel over there. And I have the clip. So, all this is just a pin. Should be able to come up with one of those fairly easy. I think it's just a 1/2 inch pin. 1/2 inch bolt. Hole drilled through it. And that hairpin clip put through that. It should be good. Now, let's see. Can I get this out of here? I think so. Yeah, there we go. Now I'll plug this thing in. Let's see if it blows a fuse. Well, I got a feeling it's unplugged over here. Yes, it is. Well, I got a light in there. That definitely needs the other wheel. It's got a little peg that it stands on top of the engine. Well, underneath the motor, I should say. It's got a little peg that it stands on under the motor. And it says that to make it work, you first have to press this button. Now, I was under the impression from looking at it that I was going to need to have that light going. Okay, we have some other issues. It's pumping, but I got a feeling something wrong inside that panel box. Not going to worry about it today. No! I had to press the handle. And there it comes back. It works fine, I just didn't know what I was doing. This says press to reset. And I was trying to read it upside down, not doing a very good job of it. Well, I thought at first it was a hydraulic jack when I saw it as I was driving up. What I got is a 5-ton wood splitter. It's called an earthquake. And as I said before, it's got a tag on it that says defective. And on the back it says broken weld. And that's this thing. Now I got a feeling somebody can't weld very well, because it really should penetrate well enough that this won't break. The weld should actually burn into this piece of angle iron that they're using as a splitting wedge. But it's not doing it. Couldn't tell you why, but it's not doing it. But it works. The major components go. It'll start, it'll stop, it'll go or return. Does everything I need it to do. All I have to do is cut that wedge off and then weld it like it should have been the first time. With that much weld surface, I shouldn't have been able to tear that free. So I have to get the grinder out and grind that wedge off. Might do that tomorrow, might do other things. This is not an urgent need. I have a bunch of other projects that need to be done. Well, I went a couple of cool places, got some cool stuff. Came home, rested, made supper, came out, unloaded the truck. Did pretty good for myself. So, there'll be a few videos over the next few days where you get to see everything that happened today, because today was busy. So, I'm not going to make an 8-hour video showing you what I did. It's going to be fun. You'll like it. If you have any suggestions for new video, questions about today's video, or any of the other videos on the channel, just drop a note in the comments. You know I read them all. Thanks for watching.
This video is not to be viewed by anyone under the age of 13 in the U.S. or 16 in the European Union without the express written permission of the parents or the legal guardians of the underage person. Such written permission must be on file at the local government entity in charge of enforcing the rules and regulations established by the FTC. Anyone violating these terms is admitting by default that they hold harmless the owners and operators of this channel. Any and all questions should be addressed to your local branch of the FTC.